Oh, hello. It is your boy Gomi, and we're getting into the co-main event of this stacked UFC 285 card. We're going to be looking at Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso for the women's flyweight title. All right. I'm not going to be the person to say this is a sacrificial lamb to Valentina Shevchenko. I'm going to give Alexa Grasso a little bit more credit than that. But I will be honest with you, I'm going to lean heavily towards Valentina Shevchenko. Simple as that. Why so? Well, let's get into tail tape. Valentina Shevchenko is our women's flyweight champion. She has been that flyweight champion for quite some goddamn long of a time. She's going to be 34 years of age, 23 wins, 3 losses, 8 knockouts, 7 submissions, 5'5" in terms of height, southpaw stance, a 66.5-inch reach advantage, very slightly, 2.53 takedown average, 68.53% significant strike accuracy, and a negative 625 heavy favorite, which, to be fair, I can kind of reason with. Like I said, I'm going to lower it a little bit, give Grasso a little bit more help, or a little bit more favor, but she's a heavy favorite. She should be. Significant wins over Talia Santos, Lauren Murphy, Jessica Andrade, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. That is a pretty significant list of people that she's beat, and I'm just cherry picking a few people. You have Caitlin Chukagian, you have Jennifer I, you have Priscilla Cachoeira, Juliana Pena, Holly Holm. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Valentina Shevchenko is a seasoned veteran, and I feel that's going to be the only X factor that will give Grasso a chance to win. Grasso is going to be 29 years of age, 15-3, 4 knockouts, 1 submission, 5'5" in terms of height, orthodox stance, 66-inch reach, slight disadvantage, 0.44 takedown average. She's not really a takedown girl. She's a boxer. 53.45% significant strike accuracy, and a plus 450 underdog. Significant wins over Joanne Wood, Macy Barber, and Carolina. But yes, Alexa Grasso, a lot of people are hailing her as the sacrificial lamb. I don't need to really go into detail about Valentina Shevchenko. We've all seen her. We've seen her striking. We've seen her grappling. We've seen that she's a balanced fighter. She's got great cardio, great stamina, great fight IQ. The only things that I will lean to kind of like tip the scales is she's been doing it for a long time. 34 years old is not bad. That's not bad. She's still in the cusp of her prime, maybe leaning towards the edge, but that's not bad at all. And the only thing I will say is she's been doing it for a long time. She's been a champion for a long time. If there even is the slightest bit of complacency or something in her mind, that could be something that Grasso could go. She could be a little bit disillusioned, saying, oh, maybe she doesn't care about whatever. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't believe that's a thing, a valid thing. I think the only thing is she's had a lot of fights that could wear on her, but she hasn't had wars. She really hasn't had wars. I'd say the hardest fight she had that were really just the Nunes fights, and honestly you could argue she's won the second one. I still lean towards Amanda Nunes having won that one, but you could argue it. And then also the Talia Santos fight, which was one you could argue going either way. That was also a very difficult fight, but that even the Santos one wasn't a war per se. It was just a grappling match where you could argue she lost due to the grappling exchanges, but it's not like she took beatings. She didn't take beatings. I mean, probably she hurt her hands from beating the life out of Lauren Murphy, because Lauren Murphy is so freaking insanely tough. But I talk about her quite a lot when it comes to breaking down these fights. A lot of people fight Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy, you fight probably a little bit too much, girl. Valentina Shevchenko overall is just a phenom. She is a prodigal talent. She is amazing in all aspects. Alexa Grasso now. Alexa Grasso is not bad. She's not bad. She's actually improved a lot of the weak spots in her game to a point where she doesn't really have a ton. She's not a very good grappler. That's really the only knock I'll give on her, but I'd say not a really good grappler. Her grappling's decent, and she's really improved on it. She was able to get a submission against Joanne Wood, which is pretty good, honestly. I'm not going to lie. Got that rear naked choke, but a lot of that was set up by her bread and butter, which is boxing. She is a pretty good boxer, honestly. She's very good at boxing, and I like her striking. She's very diverse in it. She throws really good counter hooks. She has really good solid 1-2 combos, so the left jab into right straight. I've seen her throw out some really good Superman punches. In her fight against, I believe it was, who was it? Jiyeon Kim. That was actually a pretty good display of her boxing diversity. She threw a ton of combinations out there. The only problem with Alexa Grasso, though, I've seen, while her boxing accuracy and her striking acumen is good, she doesn't have the striking power or knowing to who to hit. And also, yes, she's boxing the bleeding head off a lot of these ladies, but she's also fighting people like Joanne Wood and Macy Barber, who do not have the best striking. That could be a little bit of a problem against a Valentina Shevchenko, not only is her grappling amazing, she can handle strikers like Amanda Nunes, and she can fight toe-to-toe with them. She could also absolutely handle amazing boxers, like, say, the Boogie Woman. Joanna is an amazing boxer. She's more of a volume striker, while I feel Grasso sits on her punches a little bit more, but still, Grasso is not an insane finisher. Neither was Joanna. To be fair, I think Joanna got more finishes overall than her, just because of her volume. She just overwhelmed people more. They're about equal in terms of their KOs for Joanna and Grasso. They're not power punchers, simple as that. Most of women's MMA are not really power punchers, don't really get a lot of knockouts and such like that, except for Shevchenko. I don't think Shevchenko is absurdly, insanely powerful, like a powerhouse god, like say Amanda Nunes or Chris Cyborg was, but she's precise. She's able to know where to hit someone to take them out. She also can be a volume striker too. One of her signature trademarks is going to be her blitzes, where she just basically runs at the opponent, just throwing left, right. But she's super accurate. Those, they're not wasted shots. We saw this as how she finished Lauren Murphy, and she also threw one of those against Jessica Andrade. Valentina Shevchenko's a tough cookie. I don't think Alexa Grasso is going to be able to overwhelm her. I don't think she's going to be able to outstrike her. I think she's improved quite a bit, but I don't think she's the girl to get it done to beat Shevchenko. But anything could happen. Juliana Pena took out Amanda Nunes. I'm so thankful I put a Hail Mary $10 on it just because I saw how crazy the odds were. I don't regret that whatsoever. Will I put money on Alexa Grasso, though? Probably not, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to lean towards Shevchenko. The only person I feel who can challenge Shevchenko's game is Tatiana Suarez and also Erin Blanchfield. Why? Because we saw the minor wrinkle in her game, I want to say whole, was her grappling. Santos arguably outgrappled Shevchenko. Those two I feel could do it. Grasso, I feel the only thing is she's going to be able to box her, but if Shevchenko takes it down to the ground, that's all she wrote. And then honestly, we're talking about boxing. The best kicks that Grasso has is she does a really good job of following up with low leg kicks and low calf kicks to end off her combos. That's not good enough against Shevchenko. That's not good enough. No. Shevchenko could go high kicks, spin kicks. She could go axe kicks. She could throw kicks wherever. And then her boxing is crisp. I don't know. Oh, don't forget her spinning back elbows. I was watching some of her training footage for this camp, and she was throwing a lot of those elbows. That's something you could easily catch a Grasso in when she goes in for that Superman punch, or she goes in for their really good 1-2. Easily, Valentina Shevchenko could step to the side and counter with a spinning back elbow. That will deal damage. Absolutely. From what we've seen from Grasso, she's been rather tanky, to be honest with you. We have not really seen her get rocked. We haven't seen her really get hurt, to be honest with you. The only person who really beat her was by decision. I believe that was just Esparza in the UFC. And Herrig. Yeah, that's really it. And then she got submitted too. So, it was by Tatiana Suarez, was it not? That submitted her? It was by Tatiana Suarez, yeah. We haven't seen her get rocked, but we've seen her get submitted, and we've seen her lose on decisions. I feel submission or decision are going to be the best takeaways for Shevchenko. I don't think she's going to knock out Grasso. I'm not even really leaning heavily towards the finish. I'm going to be leaning more towards that decision. But oh well. Let me know what you think in the comment sections below. Do you think Alexa Grasso is going to be one to dethrone Valentina Shevchenko? Or do you think Shevchenko is going to go on to defend her title another fight, and she's going to add another Ruby Tap belt? Be sure to like and subscribe for more UFC 284 coverage. And this has been your boy Gomi. Bye-bye.